Hello, freak nasties. You're tuned in to We Are Live.
Good morning, welcome to the show, live stream on a Wednesday. Definitely woke up today thinking it was a Thursday, so that's what's happening in my life. We've got Make It Racist today.
Edgy.
Dogs on Film with Dr. Ed from Hillside Animal Hospital. Our friend Charlie Backer, you know him as Hot Charlie from Hot Charlie's Hot Sauce, coming by. He has an exciting new product. He's going to maybe let Travis sample, who knows. Hot Charlie's White Hot Cheddar Popcorn is going to be our prize for a segment today as well. Travis, if people want to text us, I can text us 314.
How will they do that, Chris?
669. Well, we'll get to the fucking goddamn segment. It's called Fair or Foul. 802, if you were worried about that. Fair or Foul today, brought to you by Chris Gardner. Good morning, Gardner.
Be very
I'd
quiet.
stay off it.
Yeah, Gardner, I'll just be very quiet today. I don't know what's going on right
I'd stay off it.
now. I'm just going to stay here. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Maybe I'll pop in real quick. I don't know. That's fine.
No, do your thing.
Okay.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hey, Gardner.
Good morning, Walnuts.
Hey, Walnuts. Ooh, we're not going to go really high today. We're going to keep it to a minimum.
Should I do the W
I
or
don't know. I
not?
think Dad's drinking again.
Yeah, something's wrong.
I
don't
hate
know
the
what it
Fair or
is.
Foul topic. Sorry, guys.
He was listening to like folksy, sad music this morning.
Oh,
too.
boy. Oh, boy. He must have found out that thing on his crotch wasn't a mole.
Hold on, real quick.
Okay.
Good morning, Walnuts.
Hey, Walnuts, I love you guys. Pray
About
for
that.
us. Another angry right man in the studio.
About that, will you give it another look and a couple flicks, Travis? See if it'll come off.
So gross.
I had a friend who had an issue once, and they gave him the doctor gave him some cream, and we used to tease him
Oh, no.
and say, it says here on the directions to rub it gently on the groin region for 2 to 45 minutes.
That's pretty.
I
Maybe
I don't mean to get political, but that's a little bit liberal.
Mhm.
See, the joke is it's not
Yeah,
political.
We used to have fun with him.
We got Fair or Foul today.
Yeah,
We'll give away some
yeah,
Hot
that's what we
Charlie's
hear.
White Cheddar Popcorn. I've set an awkward tone, and we're going to maintain that for the
No,
next
that's
2
fine.
hours.
No, this
Yes.
Yeah.
makes for
That's right. No intern to bail us out today.
What does it make?
We're
for,
just getting
Travis?
weird.
it just makes for another fine episode of We Are Live.
Travis has been, he showered and wore clothes today. I'm excited about that. So I want to know what radio station he's interviewing after the show.
Dress accordingly to the day.
No,
like
you
most
come in
people
hungover yesterday, just mad at the world.
Do. What is? No, I am far from mad at the world. I'm very happy with the world. I like the direction in which the world is going because today we learned that there's a massive black hole that is 10 times the size of the sun that's slowly sucking on our solar system.
No. What?
So
What?
That explains why Mercury's in retrograde.
I'm just happy to be here, baby. I'm just happy to be here.
Did I say
What do you
that
mean
right?
we just learned that? Like, we knew that.
But when you put it in a BuzzFeed article, it really
Oh, then it hits home?
because then they hit you with 10 listicles, like 10 ways
Yeah.
that the solar system is going to be
Wait.
completely collapse upon itself.
It's on BuzzFeed.
Yeah, that's how I get my
10
news.
ways.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
10 ways the sun is like, yes, queen.
I see you, black hole. Yes.
10 ways to avoid a black hole.
There you go.
There are none.
There is.
There are none.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't.
There is
But
not
still,
even
we don't
one
even-
way.
We don't even know enough about him yet.
Yeah.
So calm down.
So, I mean, that just puts everything into perspective. It just
Does
lets
it?
everybody know that the world in which we live in, I mean, if it's not White Walkers or Thanos waiting on the other side,
Yeah,
it's
those are-
something else.
Those are real.
It's something else. It does put everything into proper perspective because we have our little battles, we have our little arguments, we have our little wars, and we don't even realize the magnitude of the universe that surrounds us.
It's hard to comprehend.
Is this are you stealing this directly from Endgame?
So this is just,
No, wait. You look like the way you're talking this morning.
Yes,
Hold
sir.
on here.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to do a close-up here on you. And then with your shirt buttoned all the way to the top
Yes,
and those
sir.
beads around
What's
you,
going on with
way
the
you're
beads?
looking, you look like you're
Pretty
trying to
stylish.
trying to be zen.
I'm
You sound zen today.
I could use those beads if that'll calm me down.
guys,
That outburst earlier was, oof.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm in a New York state of mind. Yeah. So, man, when as a New Yorker, we don't stress out about those things, man.
I'm
We don't
stressed
freak
for
out
you.
about those things, man. We don't. I ain't worried about that. If I end up in a ditch, I end up in a ditch. That's the way the university wanted it. Okay. If I end up on Broadway, I end up on Broadway. So be it. You know, if I end up in an adult film, you know, maybe that's just the way the universe wanted it to work.
Do you think that happens in an everyday New York
Here's the
situation?
beauty about New York.
Like there's like
I
a
have
cattle
absolutely no idea what happens at all in that city. Like I have no idea as
don't
to
know
what to
that's a good
expect.
plan.
I don't think you can plan New York.
I think you can.
I think you can have an
little bit.
idea, but you
Yeah,
know, it's
that's
all
fine.
about
Can we
it's
do
all
a-
about living, man. I ain't
The
gonna.
way,
I like that part. It is all about living. That's true.
I mean, in New York, you gotta get there late and stay early.
There it is, baby. That's the New York saying, baby. Get there late, stay
Oh,
leave
wait,
early.
no,
right?
no. Stay. No.
Pretend Gardner's your
Pro-
Sesame Street
Get there
executive.
early and leave late. No.
Get there late, leave early, baby.
And leave early. Yeah, that's it.
That's the way it works. That's what life is about.
The way I envision you ending up on Broadway is you simply get lost on the subway.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
That's how that happens, at least
Yes.
initially.
Yeah. But I don't think. But
Unless you're going to do a one-man show interviewing yourself,
I probably won't have to do that anyway.
which could be entertaining.
No, the actual. I was thinking about the term yesterday, and it's actually what you do as a screenwriter when you get into a
Oh,
scene.
tell me.
You want to get into the scene late, leave early, so that way the reader, or in this case the audience, is wanting more in the next scene.
Leave them wanting more.
Leave them wanting more, my friend.
Did you read that in your screenwriter's Bible?
I read it.
That he wrote himself.
I listened to it in a podcast. Apparently, Rogan is good in screenwriting. He's good. He had a screenwriting episode. It was good.
Wow.
Rogan writing. That's funny. But no, I look. I'm just happy to be here, man. Look, I'm surrounded by friends.
Uh-huh.
We're doing an entertaining show. We got Dr. Ed coming in later. We got Hot Popcorn coming in later. We got Make It Races later.
Fair foul. What's the topic today?
We have a fair file,
We
and
ha-
it's pretty exciting.
We do have a fair file.
It's a weird looking fair foul. isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's the fair file is the new Sonic the Hedgehog.
Have you seen him?
The new Sonic the Hedgehog is the fair file. Now here is the old Sonic the
We have
Hedgehog.
Oh, hey, Sonic!
that's not even the old. That was like the reimagined.
This is from the cartoon, I believe.
Oh, it was? Okay.
So, something not as new as the new one.
Looks
Put
good
it that
there.
way.
Hey, Sonic. He's adorable.
Okay, you ready for the new one?
Let's check out the brand new Sonic the Hedgehog. Holy hell! It's got teeth!
People teeth.
People teeth. It does. It's got toddler teeth.
I gotta go to the people teeth doctor. Is that the dentist?
Yeah, it's the people teeth doctor. I will say this, and I love Sonic the Hedgehog video game. I didn't watch any of the cartoon because I think I was too old for it about the time I think it hit network television. But I love that video game like everyone else. And I knew they were coming out with a movie because I think that's
That ring sound will forever just.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank. I know the actor. He plays John Ralphio on Parks and Rec. Gosh, I do apologize. He's a very funny
Don't tell
guy. But nevertheless, he's doing the voice for Sonic. And Jim Carrey will play Dr. Robotnik. So he's the villain in the film. And so I just thought it was just going to be a fun,
Ben
cheesy,
Schwartz.
silly Ben Schwartz. I thought it was going to just be a little cheesy, silly video game movie about a incredibly fast hedgehog. Apparently, the internet is treating it like the brand new Shakespeare. They're quite upset with how Sonic looks.
Oh, I got you.
They're not
So
happy
they're
with
throwing a
Sonic's
fit.
look. They're throwing a fit. They're very upset about the look. I guess. I never cared about Sonic that much to the point where I was like, man, if they don't get the correct renderings for Sonic right, I'm going to be very angry and I won't see the movie about a fast video game hedgehog.
We're not talking Earthworm Jim here, right?
That's a good point.
I was always playing Echo the Dolphin.
No, of course you were.
Road
Of course
Rash?
you were.
Anybody? Road Rash?
Sometimes, yeah.
Ah, Rich, how many video games did y'all own?
Well,
Our intern who didn't bother coming in today.
Well, that's you
He
hired
wasn't-
him.
He wasn't scheduled.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
let's say you hired him.
who's going to get a lot of play for a kid not in studio today, actually. But he says the new Sonic looks like the rat that's going to eat Travis in New York.
That's probably what it is.
What if
That's
that,
probably what it is. I'm
what
gonna be
if
like,
that
oh, hey, Sonic. Oh, dear God.
You gonna try and pet it?
Black
Hey
Sheep?
there, Sonic, with your human teeth.
Black Sheep was a Battletoads man.
Mm-hmm. Was Sega? That was Joe Montana football, right?
Listen,
Yes.
you old son of a.
I hated Joe Montana football.
It was bad, but it was
was
bad.
difficult.
It was
Yeah.
very difficult.
That's why Madden just took off. Cause
Yeah.
Like the passing was terrible. Like every time you threw a
Yeah.
pass, it was an interception.
Like I'm Joe Montana football. How
Right. Exactly.
the fuck can I not throw the damn football?
Yeah.
And these are short passes.
Then there was
this
that-
is a West Coast system.
And
Right.
then the only way you could score is like running the halfback pass all the time. Run that play all the
Deception.
time.
You had to run deception.
You see, because once you start learning cheat codes and glitches in video games, it got bored for kids. So we would
Game Genie?
We would run the halfback pass, and we would see who can get to 100 points the fastest.
Okay. That makes
But
sense.
Joe Montana, that's how bad Joe Montana football was.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Back to Sonic, which is
Yes.
our fair or foul topic. You can win some brand new, just released today from Palo Foods and Hot Charlie, the great new hot white cheddar
Yes.
popcorn. And Travis, of all days, to wear a nice, handsome navy
I would love
shirt.
to. I would love
it's
to
gonna
eat
get all
that.
over
I
it.
would love to eat that, but I'm on a diet.
No, you're not.
He's on a New York diet.
I'm on a New York
I
diet.
just saw a Wendy's bag in
Yeah.
the office.
Hey man, that was
That was from 2.5 days ago.
That was a going away gift from Wendy's. They like, I know you're going on a diet, so here's something for the road.
Okay.
You don't go there enough.
Well, what about
You didn't know where they were in the city until I,
did,
told
man.
you.
I really. And what's sad is that you're at a point where you're out of shape, where you're like looking it up on Google Maps,
Yeah.
and you're like, hey man, if I can make a run here, I can hit some Wendy's. I can be back to the office. It's
Yeah.
really embarrassing how poorly I eat.
In regards to our fair or foul topic today,
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what you think about the young man in the comments, Jeff, suggesting that the furry community seems to be excited about the Sonic release.
Mm.
I'm
Could
not
we get a furry
surprised.
community update?
I
Gardener?
don't think we need. Why
Where do I go for that?
I would
about
throw
to
to
say,
Gardner for a
4chan?
furry
That's
update.
what
Do I go to
would.
4chan?
I think that is a 4chan.
I think
thing.
that's like video game. Do you think there's furry stuff on 4chan?
I don't know what's on 4chan.
Travis, you want
I've
to
only been there once.
4chan's furry community.
I don't think we're supposed to go to 4chan.
I don't even like saying the words 4chan
Me
because
neither. I think we've seen it too many times. I'm not sure. I think
yeah,
that's
they're
how
going to
we-
show up.
I think that's
We're
how
going to
we
get
attract.
the thing where the SWAT team comes in.
Yeah.
I
they're
went
gonna
there
get
once and
swatted.
I
I
can't
don't
even
wanna get
remember what
swatted.
it was for,
Mm-hmm.
and I never went back. Because I dove a little bit in deeper, and I was like, I got to get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't return.
Some kid in the
I'll go
basement
back
in
again.
Boise can ruin your life.
If you're going to do it, at least have a second laptop and use an IP address that's not your own. That's what I would recommend.
That's what you've planned. Do you still have a backup laptop?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Good one, Gardner. Good one. Don't be pressured by the man. Don't let the man pressure you.
I mean,
into
one
like-
that you can call with a cell phone and it would automatically melt the hard drive? No.
man, good
Thoughts
job.
on Battletoads from the Black Sheep?
I never played Battletoads.
Pretty sweet game.
Why was it sweet?
Probably tapped into the same
You had
marketing that
fun?
Ninja Turtles did.
Trying to remember the first video game
Bunch
I
of frogs
played.
kicking ass, man.
That's true.
I think Frogger might have been the first one I played.
How old are you?
Because we had the Atari. Frogger, yeah, I would play Frogger. My dad and I would play Frogger.
Never got into it.
So I think that might be, it's got to be that or Pac-Man would be the first video game I ever played.
I get everyone's excitement about Sonic because I think everyone plays Sonic. And I'm not trying to be chauvinistic when I say this, but even young girls enjoyed playing Sonic growing up. So it was a universal game. And I did not expect such a visceral reaction, and which is stupid because it's the internet. At the same time, I didn't know people cared as much about Sonic as they were expressing
They look
it
at
online.
it as you trying to ruin their childhood.
I get that, but I feel like we've already crossed that bridge. I feel like we've seen enough projects
you see
from
what
Hollywood.
happens when you try to make Santa black, Travis.
Well,
Uh,
okay, I don't know if
or-
that's.
Or Jesus is Middle Eastern.
I don't. I think these things.
Like,
can, these
you
things
You wanna
can
take
both
that
be
back?
True.
No, I don't.
Prove it. I don't know.
Do your research. Is that it's just another form of
That's
do your
another.
research?
Prove it.
Yeah. And then they go back on their heels like, whoa, I didn't plan on doing that. Buzz from Buzz's Hawaiian Grill says Pong.
Pong?
Original Pong rocked.
My dad played Pong, but I never really played Pong. I'm just
The
having
only
some-
thing,
some
the
good
only,
me- I'm reminiscing right now.
I don't know. I know Sega is working in conjunction with this film, so it sounds like they're going to do a good job as far as bringing out as much of the video game into the movie as possible. I just didn't expect people to lose. It's Sonic the Hedgehog, like Ghost. You
Why do
weren't
you
gonna-
care?
My thing is, you weren't
Not
going to
you.
see it if it was properly rendered. You know what I'm saying? Like you weren't going to see it even if Sonic didn't look like he had baby infant teeth in his mouth. Like you weren't going to see it anyway.
Because you liberals are always looking for something to be outraged about.
Well,
No, I think it was most. I don't know. I think this was it was a united front in regards to the outrage. Black, white, Republican, Democrat. Yesterday was very odd
Well,
because
maybe the conservatives are learning from you.
that's possible. I'm not even sure to classify it as outrage. It was just over the top snark. And again, I was like, it doesn't matter because if you take your niece or nephew, your little siblings, they don't give a crap if he has infant teeth in his mouth. They don't care about origin story. They want to see a hedgehog go really fast. So why are the adults in the room so upset that he has teeth that looks like I don't even know how to describe that.
I want to know, like,
Little
what is
nipples.
your reaction
They're like
if that,
chiclets.
if that blue beast with
Uh-huh.
those teeth kind of bodies you up in an alley in Brooklyn, and I mean, how do you respond? He goes, "I'm kind of hungry."
Hey, hedgehog!
Say hedgehog 6'6".
Hey, hedgehog! Hey,
240.
hedgehog! Slow down here, all right? We all going to the same place. All right, we're going to get our Capicola. We're going to get some street meat. Okay, we're going to get some
Ooh.
shawarma. We're going to, you should slow
What's
down.
happening? What if he's 6'5", 240, kind of bodying you up, and he goes, "Don't you remember how fast I am, dude? You ain't going anywhere."
Hey, it ain't about being fast, all right? We all going to get there at the same time. It's about being efficient and making sure you don't leave a carbon footprint. Hey,
Why does this New Yorker go into a green thing?
because it's about, respecting the earth. Living in New York, where the aliens go when they arrive to the world? They come to New York first. So we got to make sure it's clean.
I thought
Have a pepperoni pizza, Sonic, and some calzones.
it was because of AOC,
That probably is
and that's why. It's
Do you
not.
think, like, in your head, in the twisted mind of Travis Terrell, do you feel like you're going to have more or less than 3 dates with AOC while in New York? Again, I'd like to remind everybody, Travis, very talented young man, has acquired a fellowship with the classic show, Sesame Street. So that was an unintended pause. You're going to be a bit of a celebrity.
Hey, there's my family. Hey, fam.
So you've got your crew. What are you going to do to make this dream come true of you and AOC being the new neoliberal power couple?
Here's the thing that does.
Hang on. Will you feel your beads while you discuss this? Sure.
So, here's the thing.
I mean, you don't have to go Valley Girl on it. Just,
But no-
for a little power, just give them a rub.
Here's the thing I will say that is making me slightly nervous about New York. See, it's New York City. Everything happens there. Here in St. Louis, nothing really happens. So the
What?
chances of when I say that,
So-
nothing monumental, nothing of great importance.
Midcoast Media was founded here.
That-
Kransberg Arts Foundation's .Zac building. Check out midcoast.media for more explosive and interesting things. Thank you.
Why use the word explosive? That's an odd adjective. Okay, but New York is a place where the most random thing can happen and it can be world news. Like every day, New Yorkers wake up and someone can do something unintentionally and end up in the news of the world.
Or it snows.
Or
That leads the national news. if
Yes.
it snows
or a
in-
rat has some pizza and
Right.
it's New York. So,
Right.
It's a big deal here.
Exactly. So every day we turn on the news or we go to social media, it's somebody randomly doing something New York-like in New York.
The stories that happen on the subway of people almost dying, people getting into fights, gunplay.
Yes.
Those aren't even national stories. I mean, those barely make movement in the local news front now, it seems there. That's weird.
The main thing is that you have to remember it's a concrete jungle where dreams are made of.
Oh.
There's nothing you can't do. Now you're in New York. Do you think the streets will make you feel brand new? Will the lights inspire you?
Oh, God help him.
In the comment section. Let's hear it for New York. New York. The light's blinding, you know?
Sweet Jesus.
You ready for that?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Don't bite the apple, Eve. Caught up in the crowd, now you're in style.
Oh, here we go.
This has been a reading of Empire
So my only
State of
concern,
Mind.
my only main concern is that,
Only.
so Mayor Buttigieg was riding
Who?
the train to Harlem a couple days ago,
Shout out to Stephen, Iowa.
and
Des Moines.
I felt bad for the people on that train because they're like, man, I'm just trying to get to work, and now they have been plastered all over social media because Mayor Pete is riding the whatever train to Harlem.
Oh, are you turned on Pete now?
No, I haven't turned on Pete.
No,
though
you are.
the momentum has slowed. Mainly because nothing necessarily what he has done. I believe Elizabeth Warren has shown me a lot over the last few weeks that
I like this.
that illustrates how impressive she can be as a leader.
May I?
read
It's
this
not
up
enough.
yet?
It's not enough for you to run a very impressive campaign, which he's already doing. But I need someone that on day one that can get in and govern and introduce ideas that can truly drastically change the future of this country.
May
And
I?
Elizabeth Warren right now has the wind in her sails. So that's why I'm cooling on Mayor Pete, because Elizabeth Warren, every day, it feels like she's introducing a brand new policy position that drastically affects my life and those who I love the most.
Don't use wind in her sails unless you know some sailing terminology.
Thank
okay,
you.
sir?
Well,
Jib.
you gotta
It's
get-
offensive to us Americans.
I
Captain.
apologize.
Jib.
Yeah, man. Sometimes she's turning the jib.
Which way is right?
Starboard,
Which way is left?
Left.
aft, the aft side of the boat.
You had the right side right. Which
Just
starboard?
say
You had starboard right.
Starboard and
Port.
port. It's good wine. That's my only concern about New York, though. My only concern about New York is that when I show up,
I don't think you should be saying
someone's-
my only concern.
Well, because I can't.
Just say it's my biggest concern.
That's a good
maybe.
point. Okay, my biggest concern is that I'm going to end
See,
up.
like I'm saying, this is when you get in trouble making declarative statements.
Okay,
when
that's
you say
fair.
it like
That's fair.
Just rephrase it a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let me help you with your message.
I'm afraid I'm going to be in a hostage crisis, and I'm going to
that
have
can happen
to.
here.
Yeah,
love
but
that.
it's more likely
It
to happen
nearly
in New
did
York.
happen on the first floor here, actually.
But
Yeah.
I
Just
feel
there's
like
more people.
Here's my fear. It's what a lot of people like me go through every day. I'm going to become a hero. I'm going to save the lives of the other hostages. I'm going to take down this criminal.
And then we dig into your past because you're a
Exactly.
hero, and then you fall.
No, his
There
tweets
it
are
is.
protected.
There it is. That's exactly it. It's that I'm going to do something great, and then they're going to be like, hey, you did a segment about what that booty do. That's my biggest concern.
And then all of a sudden, Travis Terrell gets canceled.
I will probably get canceled.
So you don't want to achieve too much is the thing.
The
And
goal
you
is to
really- and you
achieve
really-
enough.
And you really don't want to help anyone.
I'm happy to help people.
No
No,
one should
no,
want to
no.
be a hero.
No. I'm happy to help people as long as I can still get 8 hours of sleep,
10.
11 hours of sleep.
That's honest, at least.
So that's all. I'm happy to help people. I'm happy to be successful in life. I just don't want
Let me know how that goes.
to really work
Success is
for
overrated.
it. Well, I don't want to work
What we
for.
consider success.
Well, I've seen enough people in life succeed without trying. Mostly, all of them are white. But the fact is that I want that. I want that, but for black people. I want to be able to be very mediocre and still be able to come president. I want to be very mediocre and, be a part of a successful podcast. I want to be.
Why did you look me directly in the eye whenever you said that?
So that's what I want out of life.
Yeah.
Why?
Huh?
Okay, he keeps.
What? No,
Do
man.
I have a
I love
booger or
your
something?
I know. I want. Look, I don't. I want
I
to
love
be
your
great. I
honesty.
want to be great, but I want it given to me.
Yeah.
Because I want people to look at me and go, you know what? He deserves it. Give it to him. I want it basically. I want the lottery
Deserves got
every day to happen to him.
Deserves got nothing to do.
That's very true.
Jeff in the comments, drink Bud Light Platinum and you'll fit in. It's the, hey, I moved from the Midwest, but I want to seem a little more refined. Drink of choice.
What is Bud Light Platinum?
I think
Ooh.
it was basically they were marketing it to people who would pay for bottle service, but I think it was basically like Keystone. What's not Keystone? What's the
Keystone
stuff you?
Light?
What's the stuff that you want to eat? A 6-pack will really ruin your day.
No, it is.
No,
It- it
whenever
was-
it was almost like Beast Ice, like ice.
Okay, yeah.
Milwaukee's Best Ice. If they add ice to a thing, that means there's like a malt liquor infused.
It was.
into
It was like Bud Ice, but they dropped 25 nickels at the bottom of the bottle.
Yeah.
So it tastes like nickel and aluminum.
So you drink it after you've gotten a little lubricated then.
Man, if you're drinking Bud Light, if you're drinking
Platinum.
Platinum.
I'm
is-
going platinum.
If you got 6 drinks in me, I'm going to drink whatever's in front of me after
Steel
that,
Reserve is another one that Bud Light Platinum resembles, but you just put it in a different packaging thing. And
I do think we need to start discussing at some point, and maybe the listeners/viewers can get involved too. We need to know what they want to see from you in New York content-wise for our show.
yeah.
Like in terms of maybe Treviews. I know one that I would want you to Treview right away.
Live stream a hammer attack on the subway. Well, I've scared him, folks.
I want you to Treview the Staten Island Ferry.
Now, I am excited to get on the Staten Island Ferry because that was the same ferry in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Is everything going to be centered around the Marvel Universe? This is the most historic city in the whole world, in our country, whatever. And everything's going to have a tie-in to the MCU because you're trying desperately to work your way into the House of Mouse. Did I nail it? I mean, I don't always
I'm not
go
gonna lie,
100%, but
I didn't realize it wasn't a real thing, but I did look up Avengers Tower because it was
Oh my
located
God.
in New York, and apparently
Are you
it's
going to
not.
go visit? You should go.
Apparently-
well, I do want you to
apparently
Treview
it's not real.
Trump Tower too.
You do want me to go to Trump Tower?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
No, that's going to happen.
You have to understand, like.
No, I don't have to
But here's,
understand
but
anything.
you are the
No, that's
person that
gonna
lives your
happen.
life under the radar. So you think it's wise of me to go to Trump Tower in New York?
They're not going to do anything.
I don't know, man.
You'll
The
be
att-
fine.
Do
we
you
literally
think
just
they have,
found
like,
out
a
the
force
attorney
field?
general lied for the president. We
Yeah,
literally
that's
just
okay.
found that out. I think I'm going to.
Omarosa went in there.
I'm gonna tread lightly. I'm gonna tread lightly.
Omarosa went in there.
I've been thinking about that line for a long time. That is actually my motto for my time in New York. Tread lightly. I'm gonna go places, but I'm not going full bore. I'm gonna look around the corner about 25 times before I go. I'm not gonna. This is.
They got
I-
Sabaros all over the place
They
up there,
do.
don't they?
I am excited about that. I told my friend this yesterday because she asked me how am I feeling about getting ready to go, and I said it's basically deciding to go to space before you even jump out of an airplane.
But
Like,
you've
if
had
this-
50 people offering you tips on how to jump out of the airplane.
Yes and no. I think they have been helpful in that I appreciate them reaching out, but the advice that has been given is basically everything I could have learned from an SVU episode.
Okay.
You know what I'm
This
saying?
is really getting
So-
scary. He's relating everything to fictional.
So maybe just watch a marathon.
Which I have.
Because my theory is somewhere in the world at every hour, actually every second of the day, there's a Law and Order on somehow.
Yes.
Ooh,
I would
okay.
believe it. I believe it.
Every second of the day,
Yes.
because just think around.
What are
the
we talking
world.
about? Like 400 episodes? If you're talking about Law and Order and then the SVUs,
Well, and then
you're talking about at least
criminal intent.
because isn't the current SVU? I think is on the 17th season.
Yeah,
And
I
you
mean,
had SVU had
But
12.
they're
I think
always
a regular
airing
Law
on
and Order.
some channel.
Right.
So
I'm not
at
trying to be
s-
cool, but I've missed all this.
somewhere in the world, I mean, at every second of the day,
Right.
there is a Law and Order.
I believe it.
Prove
Go-
me wrong.
Go into a hospital, go into a car mechanic shop, no matter where you go, any waiting room or lobby in America, there's likely an SVU or a law.
HGTV has been on quite a bit
Yes.
in the ones I go. That seems to be the trend now.
That-
Unless
frequent
you
a lot of
go
waiting
to-
rooms,
Because
Turner?
Because it feels good. Something about those shows on TV, that or the court shows. If you go to a mechanic,
Yeah.
I got an oil change the other day. You go inside, and they always have the court shows going, and it is enriching. It is good TV.
All right. Speaking of polls,
Oh,
what do we have for our melee at We Are Live Radio on Twitter?
Oh boy.
it was the one we meant to do yesterday.
I'm actually a big fan of this one. Did you see it, Travis?
Yes.
You know how I can tell he's a big fan of it, Travis? Is he didn't curse at us when announcing it.
That's very true.
I can. Hey,
Please don't.
Okay.
this is the best show of the week so
Wanna
far.
do it?
Oh
Do-
boy.
I can already tell.
Do it. Do it. Is that how
No,
we
that
do
was
it? Is that how you do it,
I'd like to
Travis?
apologize to the 0 people that had already tuned in.
Do ancient astronaut theorists ever say no?
Ancient astronaut theorists say yes.
They say that a lot. But do they say no? Ever say
Have you seen
no?
the show, Travis?
I've never seen it.
Giorgio.
That guy.
Who?
Giorgio Tsoukalos.
Sokoloff. Okay.
Okay, so I've seen the meme for this guy.
Yeah,
Why is his hair like that?
that's who he is.
That's the thing. Would you take, if you had to have that exact hair, kind of has some John Ralphio hair. You complained about being bald. I think you look nice with a shorn head.
Can someone Photoshop?
Yeah, absolutely. Who's listening right now that can Photoshop Travis into the guy from Ancient Aliens? Perfect. Would you, okay, you either keep your very nice shaved head or you can have hair, but it has to remain picked out and puffy like that, but you get hair again.
No, I'm good.
You good?
I don't need that.
I
on my-
respect that decision.
I don't need
I don't
that.
believe you. I think they'd be like, you sure? You're like,
See, that guy-
give it to me.
See, that guy's a perfect example of what I want to be. Like
Greek.
he's-
Careful.
He's very.
He's not your white bread.
he's-
I will wear your hair.
Damn it! Like, how'd you find that so quickly?
If he's interested, it's always available
I
immediately.
want to be that
I gotta
guy.
have a second.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll. Does he live in New York?
I don't know where he lives. He travels the world.
Well,
Travis.
So like, how does that
How- which-
happen? Like,
which
how
world?
does he? How because they're so because. Okay, so help me understand this with the ancient alien crowd. Like, how do you become
careful.
certified? Like, how do you become a reputable alien analyst?
Please don't say reputable.
Like, you know, I don't understand. Like, how does he become the foremost person to talk about ancient aliens?
Well, I don't know that he's the foremost.
But how
He's
does he
the
get a
face,
show
and
on History Channel?
Eric
That's the
Von-
guy he had to walk in. I'm thinking it's a pitch.
But it wasn't necessarily his show completely when they initially launched. It was a mixture of people.
But how do you
It's
become?
going to
So
lead
if
with
I'm
Eric-
History Channel and I'm calling, I look, man, I need to find out
Here,
some
I can
people who
answer-
can talk ancient aliens.
I can answer your question.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
So,
I mean,
so
you
do
probably-
we want to be real or do we want to make fun of
You
it?
probably do.
I want to be real. I want to. Well,
You
both.
probably are writing a lot of things in magazines or whatnot,
It's
and
a-
then become a parent.
There's no such thing as an expert ancient alien person. You've
Well,
written a
there
couple.
is because they've created their own genre.
There you go. That's what I wanted to get
It's
to.
a
That's what I
fictional
wanted to
TV
get back
show
to.
that expounds on some thoughts.
Well, it's
makes
fictional
it
to
look
you.
like.
It's fictional to you, man.
Have you seen it?
I'm just saying. Apparently, people believe if they otherwise they wouldn't be watching.
It's no different than believing in God.
Okay.
There we go.
All right.
You know, there he is,
Well, I mean,
everybody.
it's
We
just
walk
no
into that
different.
one.
You know what I believe in?
Oh,
I mean, there's
here
as
we
much
go.
proof.
Oh boy, now we're gonna have a segue into a
There-
spot
there's
for a
enough. There's
sponsor.
as much proof,
This
Travis.
is interesting. So we're gonna go from.
So how? I mean, I don't
Oh,
see
boy.
the issue there.
Oh,
And if
boy.
it's going to be about,
I'll say
the,
this.
the person that got it all started was Eric Von Daniken.
Oh,
Of course.
oh, Eric VD,
Yeah.
and he just simply said, you know what? I'm gonna be the foremost expert on
Well, he interpreted certain writings a certain way
what writings from whom?
from religions,
And
from
he-
ancient civilizations.
So his interpretation. Now, what was his experience in interpreting?
Oh,
Damn it!
add it to the list. Interpreting. That's great.
I think we could leave it at that.
I'll write it down myself.
What was could you yeah.
Interpreting.
I'll text that to myself so I don't forget to.
But how did he become the guy?
He wrote a book.
Okay, so essentially writing the book first.
The book launched everything.
So I could technically write a book today
Yeah.
about how
Opinion.
I don't know because did he use
Watch the
facts?
show,
How
Travis,
much
watch the
facts did
show,
he put into
please.
that book?
He's using ancient texts.
But he's interpreting the
and
text.
That's what That's
being
what
ex-
any historian.
But did he
would
go?
do.
But did,
And
was he
being extremely
linguistic?
liberal with what they think a lot of, well, maybe, and well, this could be, and then they have graphics that make you go, oh, okay, all
Yeah,
right.
it's-
It's a fictional storytelling
It is
TV show. Watch
opinion.
it, Travis.
Hey man, don't disrespect the people like this. It's on
It's-
History
it's
Channel,
as
so
much-
there must be something.
Watch the show, Travis.
It's as
please.
much fiction as any religion.
Gardner's taking this way too serious.
Oh, he's gonna get us in trouble, boy.
How so?
I don't know about that. I don't know what that.
What, God
Can I-
gonna smite you?
Can you go to camera 3 so I can make sure? Can you please?
Throw some blessed oil on
Father
it.
God, I am not responsible for any of the rhetoric that comes out of my producer's mouth. Please know on the day of judgment that I completely walked away from this comment and that I think what he has had to say about your existence is not only untrue, but absolutely offensive.
You don't have to worry about judgment. It's
You
never
know
gonna happen.
You know what I know exists? Great Hawaiian food in St. Louis.
I was waiting for it.
You don't approve, Trev?
You know, I think I'm there. I think I'm where you are. Remember, you used to have people say, "Hey, man, what do you do for a living?"
Did
And
you
just
finally
drop your
get
head.
humbled? I've been trying to humble
I
you
think,
for a
I don't know.
decade.
I don't know. I think it's just getting prepared for New York. I realized, man, that is not going to fly when I get to NYC. I work on this podcast called We Are Live. Oh boy, I'm gonna milk the hell out of this Sesame Street thing.
What do you see in that photo, Travis?
I see delicious food.
I
I
see a guy
an
who knows the
amazing
true
food
meaning of
truck.
aloha, don't you?
And I see Bree. Hey, Bree.
Buzz's Hawaiian Grill. Check out their Facebook page, Travis. They've got location updates every day. It's a food truck, so it's mobile. You're aware of that, right?
I think that's how trucks work.
Buzz runs it himself. It's a family-run business. Buzz's Hawaiian Grill. I say it over and over. If you haven't tried their poke, you need to go by. Give them a whirl. Not today. It's a little stormy out. Like the Facebook page. Check out their locations throughout St. Louis. And let us know what you think with Buzz's Hawaiian Grill, everybody. Today's Fair Foul. Quick reminder, Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Just
Fair
the new
foul.
one. Just the new one, yeah.
Yeah.
Just the new one. And your prize, brand new Hot Charlie's Hot White Cheddar Popcorn. That'll be exciting. We've got lots to get to. We got Make It Racist. Do we want to jump into that this hour? You want to do Make It Racist next hour?
I think we might have to hold off. It depends on when Charlie gets here. But I
Okay.
wanted to show you guys a video
Oh,
from yesterday's show.
I love this. This is good for organic content.
I'm not sure what my reaction should be to it yet. I went back and watched it this morning. I know I laughed a lot.
Uh-oh.
I know I laughed a lot.
Oh boy.
So why don't I show you the video,
Okay.
and then we can discuss it afterwards, if that makes sense. So 1 second here, as I pull it up.
What's up with that whip at the end? Does it help?
What,
Is there more rotation?
You don't shoot with your arms, Chris.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Tommy,
Shoot
do
with
that
your
again.
legs.
Are you a lefty?
Oh,
You're a
no.
lefty?
No,
Got
I'm
left?
not. I'm a right-handed.
Oh, so why
What,
did you
you
just shoot
shoot
with
with
your
your
left
left
Have you
hand?
made Have you made a basket?
Have you shot a
before?
basket before?
Oh no! Oh no!
Wait, hold on,
Yeah,
do this
yeah,
again,
get
do
that
this
out.
again, do it
So
again.
if you're listening at home, we've
Why
got.
are both your hands
He's-
going like that?
Do it again. Stop. All right, stop.
Yeah,
Give me a hand. Do
stop.
that
You look
again.
like a
Do it again.
magician.
Take a shot. Okay, now where's the ball right now, Tommy?
Yeah, and then also, which member of the band?
How you got your guide hand down here
Yeah.
and your shooting hand up here? It's almost like just take the guide hand off at this point because I'm almost like, what is this doing?
No,
What is?
do-
Okay, let's try it one more
do that
time.
again.
Here we go. You pick the ball up.
I have the ball in my hand.
Oh, he grabbed the ball.
that
Why
is
did like
not
he
going
grabbed the
to
ball
work.
like a
So,
sub
He
sandwich?
looks like a magician.
That was bad. That was bad.
Are we going to be able to get you two on a court before you leave?
I don't think so.
We're going to have to try.
I don't.
He's
Even
gotta-
if we had time,
He's got a lot
which
of
we
Twitter
kinda
scrolling
do.
to do.
Yeah.
which we kind of do, but I don't want to. I
That-
don't want. You want me, a black man, to go to a court with that guy?
Yes.
That's not gonna work.
Travis
You
has
can
a
teach 'em.
reputation that no one else cares about,
Thank
but
you.
he's
That's
He's
why it's
protecting.
called. Well, that's the point of a reputation, Chris, for you to care about it, not because someone else needs to care
We
about
need
it.
to get to the new courts in Tower Grove Park with you and Tommy.
I'd appreciate if you stayed out of my general vicinity.
Man, you don't even leave that general vicinity.
We'll go to Tower Grove Park. No one's going to, from your community, is going to.
That's a good point. They probably won't be there.
You'll
but
be
that's
okay.
fine. Let's just
Tommy
go-
actually might be able to play with some of the hippies that'd be over there.
That's true.
Hey man, can I throw this beanbag through the basket?
You know, how about, is that a peach ball? I heard about Dr. James Naismith.
You're required to bounce past there.
Yes.
That's the only way to pass there.
Our ball's vegan friendly. What?
That's something.
Oh yeah.
No, we need to get you teaching Tommy how to
Hey,
shoot.
man, I'm all about the ball life. Ball is life. Life is ball. So I'm all about it, man. Every day I come into the studio, I'm just ready for a basketball game
Do you
to
have
break
a
out.
ball in your car?
Man, I got balls everywhere.
Do you
Take
have
it
a
easy.
basketball in your car?
I do not currently have one. in
Then
my
how are
car.
you always ready for a game? If you
Man,
ain't
because
even got
it's
a
going. It
ball?
ain't about
No,
that,
you gotta
man.
have a ball
The
to be
ga-
able to play.
The game's in your heart.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
that's
It
good.
requires a basketball.
Say your grandmother told you that. He can't argue that.
And my grandmother taught me that.
Well,
Do your research.
she taught you wrong.
You need to do your.
Oh, no, he didn't.
I'm gonna pray for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, how about
Don't
that?
bother.
Yeah, how about that? I'm gonna do it anyway.
No, don't you
Yeah,
pray for
I'm
me.
gonna pray. I'm gonna
no,
pray. I'm gonna
no.
pray all day for you.
Keep my name out of your
No,
prayers.
In fact, I'm gonna go to church this
No.
Sunday, and I'm gonna be like,
no,
"Yo,
don't you
I'm
dare
gonna take a-
mention my name in
I'm gonna-
your prayers in your church.
I'm
You
gonna
want to
take
pray
a-
with him? You want to unite and pray together,
yeah,
Travis?
I'm about to hold your hand right now and start praying. What are you
No.
gonna do then?
Well,
Then you can do what?
slap it away?
Oh, you right there now. Oh,
Slap
I'm about to pray on you.
slap-
Oh, there you
slap.
go. You right there. I'm putting my hands on your head. I'm
Slap.
about to pray for you. Lord, pray for Chris Gardner. Get back here. You know what?
no.
Oh boy.
Get away! Get away!
This is happening. He's actually praying for him. He's in the. Travis is he's prayed for him. We've got an assault that's just happened. St. Louis police. St. Louis police are on their way. Oh boy, that's if Derek Dockett could make a gif of Travis grabbing Gardner from behind like that, that would really help me with that. Tommy wants
I
to
prayed
be on
for
a
him, Mama.
Tommy wants to be on a court with Travis, so that means he's game. Birch says he's going to light a candle at mass for you, Gardner,
Oh
No.
Yeah,
That's
No.
good.
that's nice.
because you're sick. You're sick in
In
the
fact,
head.
do you mind if I can call in all prayer warriors?
Emoji up.
This is a disaster.
Are
know
we
what?
bad people for whenever we see folks saying, I need my prayer warriors, and they're serious? Like, there's just been so many comics, not so many, one in particular, very funny, that has a prayer warriors bit.
Yeah.
So when I see it, I'm like, oh, they're messing. Oh, no.
Oh, they're real.
They're serious.
You
Y'all better
laugh
leave-
at first.
Y'all better leave them alone. Them folks
Why?
deep. Them prayer warriors are deep.
All you're doing is meditating. That's all it is. It makes sense. What you should do,
We should make Gardner sit through a Pentecostal service on a
what you
Sunday.
should do is pray with and have my crystals with you. How about that? Form of meditation. That's all you're doing.
Maybe that'll be the guard view, the guardsy view.
Are you going to start
Gardner
offloading?
goes to.
Are you going to start offloading all your segments while you're in New York? So you just
Man.
you'll just beep in for 3 minutes and be like, yeah, I'm in New York. Sesame Street's cool. Have a good one, guys.
I mean,
Giuliani's surging the Wi-Fi here. I got to go.
Giuliani.
That's what he would say. We'd be like, I don't know if that's right, Trev. Well, you know.
That would be
you know
funny
Rudy.
if I just.
You know Rudy.
Oh man, that Rudy Giuliani man.
Hey, they're
screwing up the Wi-Fi again, fellas. I don't know.
Sorry, guys.
I don't know, man.
you're gonna go all the way
Seinfeld
back.
shooting an episode out front. It's crazy.
You're
here.
gonna go all the way back to Mayor Dinkins.
Mayor Dinkins,
mean-
man. You know Dinkins, man. Y'all know how that is. L train's down again, guys. Messing with the internet. So, I'm excited for that. What is some of the other content that you guys would like me to get in here?
Honestly, it'd be fun if you went to. I mean, the Marvel thing's funny because it's you and you could do that. But I think Gardner has a good point. Just the historic tourist spots. Again, I don't know how hard it is to get around though, too. Because
My only thing I am
Statue of
worried
Liberty
about.
can't be free.
But
right?
here's the thing: this is what I expect because everyone goes to New York and does these bits, and everyone's weird and crazy and very talented in New York. So I don't think
all
what
of them.
I'm going to be doing is going to be that unique because I bet you if you look down the corner, there's someone else probably doing a simultaneous
The
podcast.
uniqueness would
and-
be you.
true.
Well, it's you,
having
yeah.
Oh, that's
spin
so
on it.
nice to say.
That's the whole.
Well, I think
You're
it's-
calling me
I mean, I don't
unique.
know if
that's
that's-
so kind.
Yeah.
A lot of
Thank
things are
you.
unique.
I appreciate
There's
that.
types of cancer that are unique. I'd be careful. I mean, you know, it's one of those things.
Unique New York. Unique New York.
Unique New York. New York unique.
I'm gonna put that on. The,
Is it funnier
What was
if
the
he-
word you had, real quick, so I make sure I don't forget?
It was interpreting.
Interpretive.
Interpretating. That's what I said.
Oh.
Interpretive probably was the word I was looking for, but I ended up adding way more many syllables.
Oh, you were trying
and
to say
letters.
interpreting,
Yeah.
and you said interpretating.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
know what
gotcha.
I went
Okay,
there for.
I needed to make sure I didn't.
Interpretating. Can we get that on a T-shirt?
Interpreting.
What's,
I-
is it
Right.
funnier if Travis interacts with very obvious natives or tourists?
I don't know the difference.
Well,
I guess we'll
I
have
think
to
that'd be
see-
fun seeing you kind of flesh that out.
Because who am I to even interact with tourists when I'm one myself?
Well, you play the part.
There's no part to play because I'm legitimately.
You just confidently say like, "Hey, can I show you around?" And then they start asking questions, and you're like, "Well, you know, it's the way the crow flies, 7 minutes that way."
What about New York think that would fly with anyone in New York?
Oh, if they're from Nebraska visiting, they're just going to
Oh.
listen.
They're from Nebraska is even worse. Oh, Negro! Pow!
Oh, wow.
That's what you think happens, huh?
I don't know. I don't know how New York works.
Well, you seem to know how Nebraska works. Is that,
That's-
have you ever been in Nebraska?
There I have been. I have definitely been in Nebraska.
Okay. Is that how it works?
Generally.
I found Omaha
That
to be
and they're like,
delightful.
they're chewing corn while they're doing it.
What
Like,
if you're on the football team?
Tommy Frazier, cover of '97 college football.
oh, you blow, yeah.
Got blood clots in his legs.
Oh, thanks for bringing down the room, you two.
That's what I think of when I hear Tommy Frazier.
That's true.
I don't know, guys. I just don't know. Would you guys like to go to New York with me?
No.
Much like his birthday, he invites us 2 days before it
Yeah.
starts.
Let's see. How long have we known about this, and now we're getting the invite?
Oh man, I kind of figured y'all would just show up. Why not? Why can't we
I'm
just
not
pack up
paying
and
that
go?
rent.
You ain't gotta pay for nothing. You
Oh,
lived
that's
up-
what he's trying to offload some rent.
No, you lived in a park before. It wouldn't be. How would this be any
Yeah,
different?
live in a park. I slept in the park.
So we can do that a few weeks. That'd be fun. We can
Yeah.
camp.
No, I wouldn't mind sleeping in the park. I don't know if they're going to let you camp.
Where do I get one of those army of pigeons like that lady had in Home Alone 2?
You're definitely going to have to, Trev,
Don't the army of pigeons come along with New York?
No.
Like once you arrive in New York, aren't there like, hey, here's your army of pigeons? Don't we all get an army of pigeons to use to communicate?
I think you're definitely going to have to Treview
Mm-hmm.
Central Park. Most certainly.
I will, but by the looks of it, is Forest Park bigger than Central Park?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, Forest Park is gigantic.
Yeah, I
especially for
know.
urban green
So
space.
Central Park, I ain't worried about Central Park. But that's what I'm saying. I've been
Okay,
saying this
keep
the
saying
entire
it.
time,
All right.
man. That's
Just-
what I've been telling folks.
all
People like
I'm
Travis, you ready
saying
for New York?
is-
Is New York ready for me?
It is.
Ah.
It spits people like you out on a daily
Oh, it's
basis.
gonna
It
be
chews
rough.
you up and
What?
spits you
It's gonna
out.
be rough.
What?
Doesn't
Ain't
even
no-
care.
What?
Has no emotion
They wouldn't
whatsoever.
do. They seem
about
like
it.
some polite people.
Haven't you seen the Ghostbusters?
Yeah, that's.
I mean, there was so
different,
much
though.
negative energy, and they had to change it because the slime was feeding off the negative energy.
Oh,
You think
that was.
people are going to care about you? No one gives a damn about you, Travis Terrell.
Oh,
I give a
You
damn.
need to know that when you go there. I'm only saying this out of love
this is very true.
because I want you to build a callus around your heart.
Oh, it's happening. It
so
is
you don't
happening.
get hurt.
That's from fried food.
Yeah, that's mainly. That's my doctor told me about those calluses.
Is that
They
what
kinda- He told me I need to kind of relax.
Okay, all right.
Gardner, I don't know if
Well,
you have it, but do you know we have comedy tomorrow night at Southtown Pub?
I am aware.
Oh, Thursday night comedy, Southtown Pub for free comedy Thursday. It's a South City tradition like no other. Make sure you get out tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, Southtown Pub. Very excited to have Lauren Peterson, Randy Cash, Ken Warner, Jeremy Hellwig. That's right, Free Comedy Thursday continues. Make sure you stick around for karaoke afterwards. Maybe we'll share a smoked wing together.
Ah.
I don't know. Could you think of a worse thing to share? A one wing?
Hey, dog,
with
you want
me?
some of my smoked wing?
Oh, how many you got left?
I got one. We can just split it.
Okay.
Okay,
cool.
hold on. Open up
Thank you.
wide.
Thank you. Wonderful service. Great partner of ours, Southtown Pub. Come out tomorrow night for Free Comedy Thursday. Joining us live in studio, we're on the Facebook live stream, and if you're listening at home, the Handsome Devil's got his own personalized
Bow
Hot
tie,
Charlie's
yes.
bow ties. Charlie Backer from
Hey.
Hot Charlie's here with a big product announcement. He's out making the rounds, and we're excited to see you. Chuck,
Yeah.
how are you, buddy?
I'm fantastic. Nice
Good to see you.
man.
It's good to
There
see
you
you,
go.
man.
I'm Charlie.
Travis, pleasure to meet
Good to
you.
meet
Travis is getting ready to go to New York, and he's going to take some hot white cheddar popcorn with
You know
him.
what? I don't know if they have popcorn in New York, so I will take
Well,
some.
you could
Not
be
this.
the first one to bring popcorn to New York.
Oh,
Oh, see.
now you're a trailblazer.
See, now I'm
I
I'm a
think that
pioneer.
would be huge.
Okay,
you know?
all right. What do we-
So here's the popcorn. So it's a hot white cheddar popcorn.
Travis, hold it. We'll throw to camera 3. We'll do this right.
Oh, this is nice. This
All right.
is fancy.
Travis, will you hand model it? Charlie, please be the announcer over the screen.
All right,
almost
so-
like he's described, like you're, what's Vanna White? No, Bob Barker. You're Bob Barker. He's
All
the
right,
model
come on
holding
down.
the prize.
So we have a hot white cheddar popcorn made by Paulo Foods out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin,
Sheboygan in the building.
featuring. So I own Hot Charlie's, which is a St. Louis-based and created hot sauce company. I have a dry version of it called Hot Sauce Dust, and they actually used my hot sauce dust in their popcorn, so it is delicious. I'm trying to figure out a way to describe it.
Travis is amazed. The
because
look on Travis's face.
You have that
describes
hot
it.
sauce dust.
It's
Go on.
It's not a dry popcorn, and I know
Okay.
a lot of people don't like to use the word moist, but it's a moist popcorn because it uses
Oh.
coconut oil, so it's not like an air-popped dry popcorn. It uses fresh Wisconsin cheese, so you should just open up the bag. I don't know how it's going to sound.
Oh,
on the
please.
air,
No, this is serious.
but
Travis, this is a good breakfast for you.
Yeah, and I think if
Smell
unicorns were
that,
to have
audience.
a favorite popcorn, it would be that.
Smell it.
Wow, let's check it out. Give me a whiff.
Very, oh my.
Yeah, and it
Oh, my.
releases
That
today
is
in
dead serious.
Schnucks and Deerbergs, and then it'll grow nationally.
Congratulations,
Thank you,
man. That's a
thank
big
you.
deal.
It's huge, huge.
I get what you're saying about the moist.
Yeah.
That's some fine ass popcorn.
Eat
man.
into the mic more.
People need to hear that
Crisp.
moist.
Hold on, let me get in there. Hold on.
I've been diagnosed with a thing called misophonia.
What's that?
It's way too much going on with audio and some lights, colors, things like that. I can pick up a sound.
It's a nice
from
way of
miles
saying
away.
living with CTE. So that's what Chris
So like
has.
you can't you
Pre-dementia is what I call
So
it.
like you get anxiety when you hear people chew.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I can't hear people chew. Like I have to leave the room if my kids or wife are eating something crunchy. I have to leave. The room.
Really?
I have to run upstairs. So like having popcorn as like this new product, like I
gonna
have
be
to
tough.
leave the room. I'm like I want to hear you try it.
Really?
I also want to run away.
You want to go grab some coffee? Yeah.
I am so sorry now. That is awful. Oh my
I
goodness.
gotta try it, people.
Jerk. I am. This is some damn good popcorn. My word. And that
This is dead serious.
hot sauce
You
dust.
like it?
Oh my god.
Hey man, that is the most.
You can taste the cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
If this was Iowa cheese or Illinois cheese,
It'd be different.
I wouldn't respect it.
Well, you could taste the difference. Well, I mean the Cubs.
That there's a great point. The Cubs are supported there. They're not
Right.
in Wisconsin. That is delicious. The little burn afterwards.
Yeah, it's the good burn.
So how
Great burn.
So how did you discover hot sauce dust? Like
So,
what happened?
I had been making the hot sauce from home for like 7 years.
Okay.
And I released that in retail stores in like 2017, and I wanted to create like a dry version of it. That you
Right.
could put on popcorn, to put on pizza and wings and a seasoning.
Right.
So I more or less took a lot of the ingredients in hot sauce, and I just figured out a dry version of it. Because like
That's
they
tight.
actually had like a dry
Nice.
version of vinegar, which I didn't know. So it's just taking all those ingredients and making a flavor that sort of tastes like hot sauce.
oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Congratulations. This is great.
Yeah, it is. It's fantastic. It's awesome to see.
Oh, hot sauce dust. That's nice. I need that.
Yeah, and do not snort it.
Do not, okay.
It's tempting.
All right.
You're like, oh, it's hot sauce dust. I want to snort this, but it'll burn.
Man, there's some things I want to do with some hot sauce dust.
Do you want
Involving Rihanna
Okay,
generally, but
take it
mainly.
easy.
But you get
take
what I'm
it
saying.
easy. Travis is getting ready to head to New York to work for Sesame Street for 3 months. He's still going to video in here.
Yeah.
5 days a week. We've got the whole setup thanks to Tech Electronics, obviously.
This is a great setup, by the way.
Isn't it? It's exciting,
first
right?
Time, first time listener, first time viewer, visitor.
Thank you. Visitor,
First time-
guest.
That was the word I was
There it
looking
was.
for this entire time.
Listener, this is my first time in a room.
I am in America.
A pretty hard question mark at the end of that chart.
Dot.
Well, Travis is heading to New York. I'm thinking if he takes your hot sauce dust
Now
to
I
New
can
York,
slang some hot sauce dust. Put me on. What's that place where people go to tourists and they got all the TVs?
The Road.
It's like
Times Square?
Yeah, that thing.
There you
So
go.
they got that whole thing going on. I'm sure I can do some business
And
there.
if you were dressed like a Victoria's Secret model, I think that
that
could
could
only
work.
help this.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Here's
Isn't
how
it-
you do. You walk up to folks eating on like the sides of streets, and you just dust their food without asking.
Yeah,
but
No,
Times
that-
Square like Keener Plaza?
Here's
Is
what-
it just like Keener Plaza? You just walk.
That might be
you
a,
could just.
that might be a threat.
Here's what we do. You get a bag of that,
Uh-huh.
and you got to get there early in the morning, but we need you outside NBC's today, and you're in the window just eating the popcorn,
I'm not
watching.
even gonna lie. I think I'm gonna do my best to see if I can do our first show from the Today Show. I'm gonna see if I can get. I don't even know.
Where's
who's on
Kathy Lee? Where's Hoda?
I'm about to
They're
say
all
I
later.
don't. I'm about to say I don't even know who's on Today's Show these days.
No.
But I'll try to get Al Roker's still there, right?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll try to get. If I can get Al on this, then we good. Because
You
Al will
we
eat it.
get you and Al Roker eating hot Charlie's,
Yes.
hot white cheddar popcorn. That would be ideal, I would say.
Okay. All right. That's my goal.
We have a question from listener Black Sheep asking, is this in all Schnooks?
What area are they from? It's in
I
the.
believe they're in mid-Missouri.
Okay, so it's in the majority of Schnooks throughout Missouri, a decent amount in Illinois, Iowa, and Wisconsin.
That's some pretty
So
serious
it's
distribution,
crazy.
my
Like me
friend.
being such a little guy, and this taking my stuff national, especially with my guy on there. I'm not that pale, and my hair.
So
Look at
is-
this picture, Gardner.
We had to make some edits for color for pricing.
Get in on that. On some of that action. Look at that.
That's right.
Look how delightful he
Yeah,
looks.
so you should be able to find it in the majority of Schnooks and Deerbergs. All
That's
the Deerbergs for
fantastic.
sure.
Do you? So I'm really fascinated by the
Yeah.
hot sauce stuff. Do you put it like on ribs, chicken, things like that?
Yeah,
Grill.
so like at patios downtown, they actually put it on their wing. They'll dust their wings.
that is
And they put it on like
outstanding.
they call it like devil dusted eggs, and they'll dust their eggs.
I've had the sauce. It's really good.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
Yeah.
you stirred the pot, my friend. You've
Yeah.
actually got me going now.
And it's healthy. You know, if you put it on eggs, it's healthy. So
Oh, okay. I feel like I don't know if that's that true.
The sauce or the dust or which
yeah, I
one?
would think the dust would be healthy.
Yeah.
Okay, because I may put some on my frosted flakes. That could be
Well,
a game
Well,
changer.
that would be an interesting one. I've never tried it with dairy, mixing with anything with dairy.
Oh my God.
But I mean, some people, if you like that, that's
It's a whole
fine.
nother market, man.
It is.
So congratulations
Yes,
on the
indeed.
release.
This
You're
is
making
really
some
cool.
rounds. You got the bow tie
Yeah,
on
I got the
today.
It was all.
You look sharp, my
thank
friend.
you.
I gotta say, you look
Thank
very
you.
sharp.
Do
Thank
you,
you.
if you need an intern, Travis is available to
Why
stir
not?
the hot
I
sauce
don't-
pot.
Wonderful in
Yeah.
dairy. And you can
Yeah.
make the butter with the dust.
By the way, where do you make the dust?
So the dust was originally made in St. Louis, and now it's actually made up in Wisconsin.
Okay.
Just because the popcorn is
Okay.
up there and it's a lot easier to
All
ship.
right, cool,
He
cool.
walks into the room with a bunch of rings on his hand and he just snaps.
Oh, that is
little
so
Marvel
cool.
tie-in
He
for
could
sure.
do a commercial where like he snaps and then like all the characters turn into hot sauce dust and you can eat them.
now, and I don't
that-
think there'll be any licensing
no,
issues.
no, none at all.
Just
That'd be
do it,
great.
man. Just do it.
All right. Local businessman, entrepreneur, and
Yes.
proud. What do we say?
Father.
Proud.
I would say maybe.
father.
Am I an uncle of
Daddy?
that? A daddy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I like the word
I
daddy.
think we'll say daddy a lot.
yeah.
I think that
I'm sure
makes
the
sense.
wives at home's like, I wish he would. I just wish he wouldn't do that.
Charlie, great to see you.
nice
The
to see
office
you.
is going to devour this. We're giving away
Yeah, we
a
are.
bag of
I
this
got
brand
two
new
bags
product.
for you guys. Yeah, so 2 bags to give out.
Dr. Ed's
Knows
gonna
what a
get into
good
that.
time.
That's going to be a good time. We're
Yeah.
excited about that. Fair or foul today. If you email in, you could possibly win this. You can come pick it up from the studios. We could send it
And
to
this
you.
is,
It
I'm
would be
not even
mailed.
joking. I'm not even trying to
Very
be,
good.
It's incredibly good. It's very good.
You should be super proud of this.
Yes, you should. This is
you.
outstanding.
It'd be funny if he was like, "Oh, really?
really, it's good.
Working my life away on this."
It's the only, it's the only way I make a living, Chris.
Oh,
Don't
man.
take this from me.
Hot Charlie, everybody. We're going to take a quick break. It's Chris Dem and Travis Sherrill, the great Chris Gardner producing. We're going to devour this hot white cheddar popcorn.
Go to
from-
camera one, Gardner. Get in on
Okay,
this. We
yep,
don't want to see
there it
Chris's
is.
face.
No, we don't. I'll agree with
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Get
Oh,
some of
there
that.
it is.
Yeah, yeah.
There it is. Perfect. Guys, it's We Are Live. We'll be back on the other side with Dr. Ed and some dogs on film.